let's give a warm welcome to the team from Software AG. Guys, go ahead and introduce yourselves, please.
Yeah, maybe should I start? Of course, I can do so. Yeah, my name is Thaler. I'm very happy to be here today with all of you. So, yeah, as Liora mentioned, I'm Thaler from Software AG. I'm the product manager for our combined solution, which is called process-driven RPA with ARIS and Kryon. And yeah, just a few words for me.
Thank you, Tom. Hello, everybody. My name is Nadeem Malik. I'm the country manager for the UK and Ireland, and it's nice to meet you all.
Tom, you want to go ahead and give us the overview that you have planned?
Yeah, sure. So maybe let me start to talk a little bit about the partnership between us. So we started, I think, the partnership back in already October 2017, and yeah, already here we loosely combined the RPA capabilities of Kryon with the BPM capabilities of Software AG, and yeah, from the beginning we started global engagement to generate a continuously growing pipeline. But more important, from my perspective, we investigated together with our enterprise customers the challenges they faced, which finally led to, in my opinion, one of, if not even the strongest RPA offering in the market. So as you can see on the slide, we discovered 6 critical phases, I think, that characterize successful RPA initiatives and that need to be supported by different tools for RPA and task mining, of course, but also for process management and process mining, which is covered in our case by ARIS. So first, we apply process mining to identify weak points and bottlenecks in the process landscape. Means that instead of just automating, because we can automate, we are really focusing on the business relevant problems, which solution brings impact to the organization or to their customers. In the second phase, we do a deep dive analysis of the findings with task mining, which is PD from Kryon. And if the automation potential is confirmed here, we design the bot solution from a conceptual point of view, embed it into the process landscape in ARIS, and then go into the development of the bot. And yeah, regarding the deployment and operation, and I think the technical deployment of the bots with the Kryon software, that is quite clear. But we again and again face issues in the people acceptance, and therefore we use ARIS to roll out the robotized processes to the affected employees and process mining to check compliance and conformance of the executed processes. And then the last step, which is very often forgotten, but still critical to be successful with RPA, we need to capture the benefits. That means that we need to validate the bot impact along the relevant KPIs. And most important, we need to communicate that to the management to get and secure their buy-in, their ownership, and of course, also the possibilities and the budget to grow. So all in all, as you can see, together with Kryon, we think RPA much more comprehensive than most of the other vendors do. And I strongly believe that this is the right way, since I see that as a key to overcome the management and scaling challenges we see in the market today.
So Nadeem and Tom, EDF and GOL Airlines are some of our joint wins. Can you explain how together we made those deals happen?
Yeah, I'll take that. And thank you. I mean, GOL is a Brazilian airline, and it primarily operates in the Latin American countries. And one of their biggest challenges was the ability to continuously review and adapt the flight schedule plan. So they had 2 systems that need to be synchronized consistently. And updating the reservation, the ticketing system, was pretty time consuming, and it needed a lot of manual tasks to be performed by a lot of highly skilled professionals. So what did this mean to the business? Well, effectively, the business was impacted by the availability of tickets and the limited commercial decision-making capabilities that they had for new routes and new business opportunities. So prior to RPA automation, processing about 1,300 flight changes required about 20 working days, which is really significant. But currently, the RPA robot can process the same workload in only 1 day. So after the project was deployed, GOL managed to eliminate that backlog of systems updates and are now able to plan flights in 3 months in advance, which is really significant. So now that's just one example. Then we look at the likes of EDF, which if you move the slide forward, you'll see some of the key points there. But EDF is the second largest energy supplier, in the world. And their focus really is on this procure to pay. And the process increased the number of automatic financial transactions by about 15% since they started the project. And they now expect a further increase of about 30% for the entire year, that is, by using process mining and identifying some of the key factors that lead to manual intervention. So you can see where RPA really is a great example of how we've used use case discovery, process mining as one of the key building blocks. So that's where we've been successful with both of those accounts.
So can you tell us a bit about the value that the joint solution has generated for these customers?
Yeah, I think it's critical. We're in critical times at the moment in terms of businesses globally, and the whole digital shift at the moment, it's the difference between make or break. It's sink or swim for organizations. So, the real value where customers seen with the two solutions coming together has fundamentally been about reducing these manual tasks, which has meant cost effectiveness, cost efficiency, and time savings effectively. But as customers mature and go through this digital program, they're looking at thought leadership from the likes of ourselves and the likes of Kryon to see how they can do that effectively with a limited amount of risk and cost. So those are some of the key areas that we think we brought together to the majority of our customers that we've been working with so far.
Thanks, Nadeem. And we're speaking here to a group of Kryon partners. So based on these two deals and other wins that you've had with Kryon, what success factors can be replicated for future deals?
Fundamentally, what I've found with working with Kryon is having a strong working relationship, and that's been pivotal for me, for my team in the UK. Probably three key areas that I'd touch on. One, which is teamwork. Having access to Laszlo's team, and then giving Laszlo's team access to my team has been really fundamental, making sure that we build trust and credibility. That's probably my second point, which is it's taken us a bit of time. With any partnership, it takes time to build that level of trust. But I think we've been very open and very honest with each other. So there's been no smoke and mirrors. It's pretty much, if we can do it, we can deliver, we can work well together. And that shows in front of customers, because ultimately customers, they want to see that trust from you as a team coming together. And finally, I think the key point is communication. It's consistent communication. I've had calls from the likes of Laszlo and the team saying that they've got problems, they've got issues, and we try and address those together as quickly as possible. So I think it's been a really strong start. There's a lot more that we've got in the pipeline going forwards, and we think there's a lot of repetition that we can do based on where we've been so far. So looking forward to it, and looking forward to closing off a lot more business in the next 3 months at the very least.
Wonderful. Well, thank you, gentlemen, so much for your time. Really appreciate it. And here's to a successful selling for the rest of 2020 and an even more fruitful 2021.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Liora.
Good luck, everyone.